Hello folks, in the world where engine failure is becoming a national anthem, the topic about engine failure causes have been talked about by many mechanics and tech guys. However, this topic here was largely ignored. This content will change your perception and save you lots of headache. Have you ever opened your hood and noticed your coolant level was low? Maybe there's a small leak. Maybe it just dropped a little over time. And the first thought that comes to mind is, no problem, I'll just add water. It sounds harmless. It feels logical. It seems like the quick, cheap fix everyone does. But here's the brutal truth most people don't understand, and the one that silently murders engines every single day. Topping off your coolant with plain water can slowly destroy your engine from the inside out. If topping off coolant is harming your engine, what about people that completely bypassed usage of coolant and uses water only? We are not talking about distilled water like you will mostly see in Africa. I am talking about straight from tap with the whole congregations of minerals. You will see the brutal realities that hit both Western folks and Africans alike. Asians are not out of this hot circuit, and today we're going to break down exactly why, step by step, no sugarcoating, because your engine's life doesn't just depend on oil. It depends heavily, critically, on coolant chemistry. Once you understand what coolant really does, you'll never casually pour water into your reservoir again. You'll treat it like the chemical lifeline it is. And if you ignore this, you're basically handing your engine a slow poison drip. Your engine is not just metal parts moving around, it's a heat machine on steroids. Combustion temperatures inside your cylinders can exceed thousands of degrees, hot enough to melt aluminum if left unchecked. The only reason your engine survives is because coolant constantly removes that heat, cycle after cycle, mile after mile. But coolant doesn't just cool, it's a multitasking beast. It transfers heat efficiently, better than water alone in a pressurized system. It lubricates the water pump bearings so they don't grind themselves to dust. It prevents corrosion in aluminum heads, steel blocks, cast iron, copper radiators, brass fittings, every metal in the system. It raises the boiling point way above 100 degrees Celsius under pressure. It lowers the freezing point to protect against winter cracks. It is a chemical protection system, engineered, balanced, precise. When you add plain water into that system, you disturb the chemistry and bring in straight chaos with loads of turmoil. And when chemistry is disturbed, damage begins quietly like a jaguar about to make a big catch. Not instantly, not with smoke and drama, but slowly, insidiously over thousands of kilometers. Now let's talk about mixing coolant, because this is where DIY disasters explode. There are different types and they are not interchangeable toys. There's IAT, the old-school green coolant, heavy on silicates and phosphates, used in older engines, but it depletes fast and leaves deposits. Then OAT, usually orange, red or pink, organic acid technology, no silicates, designed for modern aluminium engines, lasts longer, but hates mixing with others. HOT, hybrid organic acid, often yellow, blue or turquoise, blends the benefits of both for mixed metal systems. And POT or NOTE, phosphate or nitrite-based organics, used in heavy-duty and hot climate engines. Here's the rule most DIYers ignore, and pay thousands for later. Do not mix coolant types unless the manufacturer explicitly says it's compatible. Different chemistries can react like oil and water on steroids. They form sludge. They gel up like thick jelly. Once gel forms inside your cooling system, coolant flow becomes restricted. Restricted flow creates hotspots. Hotspots cause thermal stress. Thermal stress warps heads, blows gaskets, cracks blocks, fries piston rings. And all of this, the slow death of your engine, can start from one simple mistake: mixing the wrong coolant, or worse, topping off with water and diluting everything into chaos. Now let's talk about climate, because where you drive changes everything. In cold regions, coolant must prevent freezing solid. Ice expands and cracks blocks like glass. A proper 50-50 mix protects down to -37 degrees Celsius or lower. In hot climates, like here in Nigeria, the Abuja heat, coolant must resist boiling and handle brutal thermal stress day after day. A proper 50-50 coolant mix under pressure can exceed 120 to 130 degrees Celsius before it boils. Plain water boils at 100 degrees Celsius at atmospheric pressure. In a pressurized system, maybe 110 to 115 at best. That difference matters a lot, because once coolant boils, it creates vapor pockets. Vapor does not transfer heat, it's like insulating bubbles. Heat stays in the metal. Metal overheats. Overheated metal expands unevenly. Warped heads, blown gaskets, cracked blocks. Long-term damage begins the moment vapor forms, and water makes it happen faster. Now let's destroy the biggest myth, the one that kills more engines than bad oil ever could. It's just water. It won't hurt. Wrong, dead wrong, brutally wrong. Here's what actually happens every single time you top off with water. You instantly reduce boiling protection. Lower boiling point means earlier vapor pockets, earlier hotspots. You dilute the corrosion inhibitors. Coolant additives are concentration specific. Dilute them and they stop working. Corrosion starts eating aluminium heads, iron blocks, copper cores. If you use tap water, the worst offender, you introduce minerals, calcium, magnesium, chlorides. These form scale deposits like concrete inside the passages. Blocked passages equal localized overheating, cracked heads, warped surfaces. Even distilled water has issues. Some experts call it ionically hungry, and it can accelerate electrolysis. Tap water is far worse. And if the system already has a specific coolant type, adding water throws the entire chemical balance out of the window. Too much dilution, and every protection drops off a cliff. Your engine is designed to run in a very tight chemical range. When you casually change that range, you shorten its lifespan by years, maybe tens of thousands of kilometers. So what should you do instead? No shortcuts. If your vehicle uses pre-diluted coolant, only top off with the exact same pre-diluted coolant. No water, no guesses, no, it's close enough. If your vehicle uses concentrated coolant, mix it with distilled or demineralized water only. Never tap water, minerals are death. The safe standard is 50% coolant, 50% distilled water, balanced protection all year round. In extremely cold climates, you can go up to 60–70% coolant for extra freeze protection. In extremely hot climates, tropical heat, traffic jams, no mercy, 50–50 is still the safest standard. Some go 40–60 coolant to water for maximum cooling, but never drop below 40% coolant or corrosion protection collapses. If you are switching coolant types completely, flush the entire system thoroughly, multiple times if needed. Never mix new chemistry with old fluid. That is exactly how sludge, gel, and catastrophic failure begin. Here's what most DIYers miss, and why workshops stay busy. They think coolant is just colored water. It's not. It's engineered chemical armor. They think topping off with water is harmless. It's not. It's cumulative poison. They think mixing brands is fine as long as the color looks similar. Color means nothing. Chemistry means everything. Green plus orange can become a gel bomb. They ignore service intervals. They skip flushes. They underestimate climate impact. The hot African sun laughs at weak mixes. They underestimate how sensitive modern aluminium engines are. Older cast-iron engines forgave mistakes. Modern engines, they punish. Hard. The bottom line is brutally simple. Your engine's life depends on stable temperature and proper chemical protection. Water alone cannot provide that. Water weakens protection. Water lowers boiling resistance. Water introduces minerals. Water accelerates corrosion. Water turns small leaks into death sentences. If your coolant level is low because of a leak, fix the leak. Don't mask the problem with water, because small shortcuts today become major engine repairs tomorrow. Head gasket, £500,000 and up. Full rebuild, millions. Scrapyard, inevitable. Protect your engine the right way. Use the correct coolant. Check your manual. Maintain the proper concentration. Test it if you're not sure. Flush when necessary, every 2 to 5 years or per the manufacturer's spec. And never, ever, assume water is an acceptable long-term solution. Your engine is depending on chemistry you cannot see. Respect it, or watch it die slowly while you wonder why it's burning oil, overheating, or knocking. Respect the chemistry, and your engine will last, strong, reliable, for hundreds of thousands of kilometers. That's the real story. No myths, no excuses, just truth. Drive smart. Protect what moves you.